So I was told that Walgreens is having 60% off their banners, and you know what that means. Banner tutorial. For those of you who do not know, I design banners using Canva, and then I get them printed through Walgreens because it is usually less than $30 and it is same day pickup. Here are some of the designs that I have been working on. And again, I do this all in Canva. So Walgreens does have two different size banners. If you want to do the vinyl option, they have a 2x6 and a 2x8. I always do the 2x6. So what you want to do is go to custom size right here, and you are going to enter the dimensions in inches. So the dimensions would be 72 by 24, and then you would just go ahead and hit create design. Once you open it, you're gonna have a blank canvas just like this. No one has ever given me a logo. They just give me the team name, and then I create a logo with AI and now ChatGPT. So for example, you would go into elements right here in Canva, and then you would go to like create your own, and then you would type in here your keywords. I have a separate video on how you could use this already. If you guys don't feel comfortable using AI, you totally don't have to. If you also come into the elements, there is things that you can find. Like look at these tigers right here. There's plenty of good options in Canva already. So for example, this is the logo that I created for our banner. We are called the Mighty Tigers, so it's just a tiger. Now for your font, you can come over to text and then just add a text box and then add your Mighty Tigers name. But I actually found these letters here in the elements, and I just used every single letter that I needed to get the word Mighty Tigers. Now you just want to basically rearrange your logo wherever it is that you want it. Try to leave a border right here, because when you print through Walgreens, there's going to be a red dotted line and you don't want anything from your banner to get cut off. Okay, now I'm going to start working on adding the soccer balls. I'm going to come over to elements, and then you would do the same thing whether you're doing football, baseball, or soccer. Just look for a ball. Here I am doing just a soccer ball. You always want to make sure you choose one with a background, because if you see this one, there's no white. You could really get creative here with what you're doing. For example, this one, they're called the fireballs, and I added a fire soccer ball. So I always like to just work off of one ball, just so that I know exactly the placement of where the name is going to be and how I'm going to curve it. And then here is the name, and then I'm going to go to effects, and I'm going to go ahead and hit curve. I think I'm going to make it just a slight bit bigger. And I think I like how that looks, so I'm just going to now group it. You can change the color, which I think I'm actually going to change to orange. You can also change the font. You can pretty much just play with this however you would like to. And then I'll duplicate this with how many ever number of players we have. So there is my 10 soccer balls. Now to add a background, really just want to play in the elements. Some of the keywords that I look for are like soccer field background, soccer field wallpaper. For this one, there is layers, there is tiger stripes, and then I put a colored orangey background. This is just a soccer field background. This is just a baseball field background. This is just a solid color with like some rays, like comic stuff. You could just literally add whatever you find suits your team. You can also come over to like the photos, and you could type in like team colors, and you could get some really cool things, and you could literally just play with it and just come up with something creative that you like. Found this image right here under graphics, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to play with it right now. So I put it here and I stretch it out. You could set it as a background, but I don't want to do that because I don't want it all the way stretched out. I want the gradient of the black, the little bit of white here, and the orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, and then I am going to flip it, and I am going to try to align it as best as I can on this side so that they kind of blend in together, and send it to the back. If you don't know how to send it to the back, you could just hit here, send to the back. What I personally like to do, I like to come to layers and then just scroll all the way down, making sure that everything is moved to the back. As you can see, it is blended seamlessly. Okay, so here's one option. You could also flip your images. You could literally play with it as much as you want. So that's another option. If you guys have made it this far, please tell me which one you guys like better, 1 or 2, because I really love both and I can't decide which one I'm going to end up printing. If you guys want to add a team player number, there's a bit of ways to do this. You can add it like this, or you can put it like this in the center. All you're going to do is, once again, go to add text and then do your number. And then you're just going to put it either on the center of the ball or on the side. And then same thing here. You just play with the sizing, the color, the outline, the effects, so that you can get it to pop. It would look something like this. I will not be adding the player numbers because I do have these player cards that I'm handing out to the parents. So all I'm going to do now is edit out the names. So I'm going to go to effects and I'm going to end up adding an outline so that the name becomes more visible. And I'm just going to play with the colors until I find something that stands out to me. So this is what it's looking like so far. I think I'm still going to play with it, but once you're done, you want to just go ahead and download your file. I will make a part 2 when I order it from Walgreens and then show you guys a final reveal. Now, if you're new to my page, follow along because I do always try to show many Canva tutorials. I teach you guys everything that I know. I show you guys how to make money from home. I have more soccer tutorials. I already ordered some stuff from Temu, and I will be showing you guys how I put the end of season party together.